Hello everyone, this is Team Torchwood and I'm here with a Doctor Who DVD collection. My first video on this channel and I hope you enjoy. Hello everybody, welcome to the TT Institute, and yes, you heard it correctly, it is the 1 year anniversary of this channel, and it's been a journey, and the first video that I posted was the DVD collection for 2016, and I thought I should update the 2017 collection, because I've got a good handful of DVDs since then, and it is a good closing point for this first year on the channel. So let's get on with the collection. So the first DVD is An Unearthly Child, and yeah, I only really like part one of this story. The rest is pretty boring, but you hear that a lot from Doctor Who fans. We have the Daleks, which could do without episode 5 and 6. Then we have the Edge of Destruction, which I rather enjoy. We have the Aztecs, Dalek Invasion of Earth, really like that one actually. Rescue, the Romans, the Space Museum, signed by Maureen O'Brien, one of my favourite Hartnell stories. That'll surprise some people. We have the Chase, the Time Meddler, the Gunfighters, the War Machines, which is quite good, the 10th Planet, which is brilliant. Then we have this magnificent box set, The Lost in Time, which features loads of these lost episodes from stories, and yeah, essential to all Doctor Who fans. Yeah, I've experienced this quite a few times now, and yeah, it's quite a good box set. We have Power of the Daleks, which I love. It was in my top 5, but it's gone down a bit, but it's still brilliant. It's obviously signed by Anneke Wills, which is good. And this one, yeah, it's not... Yeah, you know what? Excuse me a moment. Whew, now that that's gone, let's move on to a brilliant story, The Moonbase, signed by Fraser Hines. Yeah, I love this one. It might be my favourite Cyberman story. It's definitely my favourite Base Under Siege story. And the Cybermen are brilliant in it. Very, very cool, very creepy. And Pat Troughton is fantastic in this story. I only wish he was alive so I could get him to sign this one. It's a brilliant story, this one. Really, really good. Then we have Tomb of the Cybermen, signed by Deborah Watling, which is really good. Again, I prefer Moonbase, but this one is still fantastic. Amazing, this one. Enemy of the World, which is quite good. Web of Fear, it's alright. Mind Robber. The Invasion. The Seeds of Death, the War Games, which I like a lot. Then we have one of my favourite Doctor Who stories of all time, Spearhead from Space, which is just marvellous, absolutely fantastic. It is the perfect introduction to the reboot of the show with Pertwee and everything. Amazing story, just get it right now. Spearhead from Space is just, ooh, it's amazing. Then we have Doctor Who and the Silurians, Ambassadors of Death, Inferno, which is brilliant, Terror of the Autons, which I don't mind. Some people despise it, which is a bit shocking to me. Then we have Mind of Evil, signed by Katie Manning. We have The Claws of Axos, The Colony in Space. Then we have The Daemon, signed by Stephen Cole, which I had to get it signed by him because he was fantastic in this story, and this story is very, very good, very dark, very gritty. Day of the Daleks, Curse of Peldon, which is so bad. I really do not like that story at all. The Sea Devils. The Mutants, which is terrible. Time Monster, probably my ultimate guilty pleasure. That'll surprise some people. The Three Doctors. Carnival of Monsters. Frontier in Space, which is marvellous. Planet of the Daleks. Green Death, which is brilliant. The Time Warrior, another one of my favourite Doctor Who stories here. Invasion of the Dinosaurs, which I don't mind. I can look past the crappy special effects with the dinosaurs and actually enjoy this one. Death to the Daleks. The Monster of Peladon, which I enjoy actually more than a lot of people. I guess you could call this one a guilty pleasure, but I really like this one. I don't know why. I like it a lot more than Curse of Peladon, that's for sure. Planet of the Spiders, which I don't find the appeal for. Then we have Robot, which is brilliant. I love that one. Mark in Space, fantastic. Sontaran Experiment, signed by Donald Douglas. I got this signed by Donald Douglas mainly because this was one of my first Doctor Who stories I ever watched, and I really like it. It has a special place in my heart, and that's why. It's a brilliant two-handler, that one. Then we have Genesis of the Daleks, signed by Tom Baker. Brilliant one, that one. And then on the end we have Revenge of the Cybermen. Really like it. So yeah, let's move on to the second row. So on the second row we have Terror of the Zygons, Planet of Evil, Pyramids of Mars, The Android Invasion, The Brain of Morbius, severely overrated. Really is just terrible, that one. Seeds of Doom, Mask of Mandragora, Hand of Fear, Deadly Assassin, fantastic story, Face of Evil, Robots of Death, brilliant, Talons of Weng Chiang, The Horror Fang Rock, brilliant one, that one as well, The Invisible Enemy, The Image of the Fendel. Originally I found this story a bit boring and not very interesting at all, but after rewatching it, I don't mind it as much as I did before, because I really didn't enjoy this one on previous watchings, but it's not as bad now that I've rewatched it. The Sunmakers, Underworld, The Invasion of Time, a guilty pleasure of mine. Moving on to Key to Time, we have The Ribos Operation, The Pirate Planet, The Stones of Blood, The Androids of Tara, which is a brilliant one, that one. The Power of Kroll, The Armageddon Factor, Destiny of the Daleks, The City of Death, Creature from the Pit, Horns of Naimon, Sharda, which doesn't deserve the legacy that it gets, honestly. The Keeper of Traken, signed by Geoffrey Beevers. Really good story, that one. Logopolis, Castrovalva, Kinder, The Visitation, Black Orchid, Earthshock, Snake Dance, The Five Doctors, Warriors of the Deep, The Awakening, Frontios, Resurrection of the Daleks, The Caves of Androzani, The Attack of the Cybermen, Vengeance on Varos, which is signed by Colin Baker. Really good story, that one. I really like that one. Mark of the Rani, The Two Doctors, Revelation of the Daleks, Time of the Rani, guilty pleasure, Paradise Towers, Delta and the Bannerman, another guilty pleasure, and then Dragonfire, which I rather enjoy personally. So yes, that said, let's move on to the third row. So moving on to the third row, we have Remembrance of the Daleks, which is my favourite Doctor Who story of all time here, signed by Sophie Aldred and Sylvester McCoy. Yeah, absolutely adore this story, fantastic one. Then we have The Happiness Patrol, Silver Nemesis, guilty pleasure of mine, Greatest Show in the Galaxy, Battlefield, which I don't mind, I rather enjoy it, Ghostlight, a good one, Curse of Fenric, a brilliant one, and Survival excellent. And then we have the TV movie, which I quite enjoy, which is very uncommon to hear from a Doctor Who fan. Then we have some documentaries with more than 30 years in the TARDIS, which is very, very dated. We have a spin-off, K9 and Company. And then we have the Peter Cushing movies with Dalek, Doctor and the Daleks, and then Dalek Invasion of Earth. I really like those films, even though not a lot of people do. I enjoy them. And then we have this documentary, An Adventure in Space and Time. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, David Bradley's good in it. Yeah. And now on to the new series, and I have all of the new series except for Series 10 and the Doctor Mysterio, but I'm in no rush to get those. So first of all we have Series 1 Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, then Series 2 Volume 1, Volume 2, signed by John Leeson, who plays K9. Really like this disc, it's full of amazing Doctor Who stories here. Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, The Runaway Bride, Series 3 Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4. We have Voyage of the Damned, Series 4 Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4. We have the Next Doctor, now it's Planet of the Dead, which is atrocious. Waters of Mars, and then The End of Time, which is overrated. Then we have Series 5 with Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4. Then we have A Christmas Carol, and then we have Series 6, Part 1A, Part 1B, and then Part 2A, and Part 2B. And then we have The Doctor, Widow and the Wardrobe, which isn't worth talking about. Series 7, Part 1A, Part 1B, Part 2A, and then Part 2B. I have a soft spot for Series 7, but I won't go into that today. Then we have Day of the Doctor, which is bloody overrated as all hell. Then we have Time of the Doctor. So then a couple extra DVDs that I have stored is Series 8 box set, which is called Last Christmas. So, yup. Series 9 Part 1. And then Part 2 as well, which is cool. And look at that, the spines match. Oh boy. Nobody likes tangerines. Oh boy. And then we have The Husbands of River Song, which I don't care for at all. And then a little extra thing, I also have my dad's copy of The Time Warrior, which is signed by Liz Sladen. He doesn't really care about this DVD anymore, so he gave it to me. Bit jealous that he got this signed from Liz rather than me, but you know, at least it's in my collection now, which is cool. But yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this collection video, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.